Coming to you live from day 2 of Binance Blockchain Week. We are here with the co-founder, the man that brought you Manta, the one and the only Kenny. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, sir.
Man,
how are you?
It is great to talk to you.
I love your energy.
Well, thank you.
It brings a lot of energy to my day.
Well, hey, you're drinking some good coffee or tea. And
your energy works better than the coffee, I'll tell you.
my cheat, large copious amounts of caffeine, Red Bull, you know, and so, but also, we're here in Dubai, and what better place than talking about different blockchains hosted by Binance here, Manta.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, you guys originally started on Polkadot, then you started off with Pacific into EVM, and so for those that don't know, what is Manta?
Yeah, so you hit the nail on the head, right? Like we started in the Polkadot ecosystem. The first product that we launched was called Manta Atlantic, and that is an L1 on top of the Polkadot ecosystem as its own parachain. And then after that, we launched our L2, which is Manta Pacific.
Yep.
And now in 2025 and 2026, we're starting to transition more into the application side because we're starting to see that, you know, there's a lot of infrastructure, right? But there's not enough applications, especially really killer use cases. And so that's what we've been focusing on now. We've launched 2 applications. One is called Junk.Fun. It's got about 120,000 active users within the Solana ecosystem. We have another one called Super Fortune. Got about 20,000 daily active users in the BNB chain ecosystem.
Nice. And so Junk.Fun, what is the purpose of it and what does it do?
Yeah, so it's really funny because Junk.Fun is, the way that I describe it is, it's a meme recycler.
Okay.
And it's really innovative. Nothing's been done like it, which is why we've seen such massive growth. Basically, it's what it sounds like. When people play with memes, which mostly is heavily concentrated on Solana, what they end up doing is, you know, they buy a meme and most of it pumps and dumps, and now they have a bag full of useless coins, right?
Yep.
A wallet full of tons of these useless coins on their in Solana. And so we come in, we're a stage 2 solution for you.
Okay.
And so basically people can recycle their memes by junking them into Junk.Fun and win prizes on a weekly basis.
Okay.
And so now you're turning your trash back into treasure.
So that $10 that is now worth a penny, and I might have 10,000 tokens of the latest to heal pump and dump.
Yeah.
You know, I now can bring it to Junk.Fun.
Yes, exactly. And
okay. I don't have to burn it on Soul Incinerator and just get the storage rent back?
I'm glad you brought that up. So with Soul Incinerator, it's a little bit different. The methodology is the same in the sense that we bring back your rent.
Yep.
Right? But the difference here is that our philosophy is people don't really care as much about getting their 20 cents back or 30 cents back. Why not pool it together and redistribute it as big rewards at the end of every single week?
Okay.
And so, you know, we distribute rewards anywhere from 0.02 Sol all the way up to 5 Sol. And we had, I think, 1,700 winners the first week, about like 1,200 winners the second week, and it's just been kind of consistent like that.
How long has it been live for?
3 weeks.
Wow. Okay. So then here's a really big question for you.
Yeah.
Are you going to be at Solana Breakpoint?
My team will.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I am a future father, so I have to go back and do my husband duties.
Future dad duties. Heck yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
And this is one of the things that we talk about so much with blockchain and crypto is making generational wealth.
Okay.
And sometimes, you know, that's the show, oh, I'm doing this for generational wealth. But sometimes we forget about the generations right now. And so being able to be in an industry that allows you to sort of be a parent and be present while still maintaining an entire multiple ecosystems is one of those you can't really find in any other industry.
I wouldn't say the balance is there.
Oh, no. So when I say work-life, I didn't say work-life balance. My work-life balance is work, so I can have a life.
Yeah.
My life is work. That's my work-life balance.
But I'm glad you brought up that point. You know, like one of my secret passions in life is actually studying near-death experiences. Because people who, you know, clinically die and then come back to life, a lot of them have these very like beyond human experiences that they describe as even more real than the reality itself.
Yeah.
And I think like when you read on those and you look at it from like all these studies, you start learning that life is way more meaningful when it comes to, you know, building relationships and connecting with people and treating humans as humans. And it puts things into perspective.
So, are you taking like the opposite approach of Brian Johnson then, where his philosophy is just don't die, and you're like die and come back?
Well, I mean, I'm still alive, right? So I think we align on some points.
Okay. Have you watched his recent hallucination trips on mushrooms?
His?
Yeah, that he literally broadcasted live.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I have
No.
not either, so I was
Okay.
just wondering if you had.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think like mushrooms, LSD, they really help bring a different perspective as well to life.
Okay. In moderation.
Yeah. This is not an endorsement. But I do think like sometimes, you know, especially in this sort of, not just our industry where there's a lack of work-life balance, I think in general, right? Like the world is, most people are experiencing this life of, you know, complete imbalance, and prioritization is on, I wouldn't say the wrong things, but the necessary things. And the necessary things aren't necessarily what bring true meaning to life. And so I think sometimes you still have to re-ground yourself in the right perspective.
Yeah, and that's an interesting way to sort of look at it. And do you bring that philosophy into how you help build and run Manta?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think my priority as a leader first is to make sure that everyone on my team has a good experience.
Yeah.
I think you can't control all the outcomes of everything that's happened, right? Like it's no secret that the altcoin market is completely destroyed right now, right? And so like the question now is what is in your control? And I think what's in your control is the experience you give other people.
Yeah, and 100%. So the big question then, what's coming up for Manta? Are any hackathons, any builder grants and everything like that for that you're wanting to build on these new application layer side?
Yeah, so for the apps that we're building right now, right, like a lot of them are incubated in-house.
Okay.
And so, you know, that's where what we've learned from that was that if you're able to really just focus on these applications to become basically your own startup, I feel like I'm running like 3 startups now. But that's where you see the success really start rolling in. And so...
And it's the same team, so everyone knows how to work together.
Exactly.
And communication bonds are already there.
Right.
You know.
And so like, you know, we are, you know, giving out grants, but the way that we're thinking about grants and stuff is not around, you know, like build it on the Manta ecosystem, because we have to face the music, right? Like not every ecosystem is going to survive, and the heavy concentration of users are on Solana, BNB chain, and Base, right? And so you know, like we want to head towards that direction, find those users, acquire them, and grow together. And so any sort of projects that are looking for, you know, help on that growth side that can really align with us, not on the ecosystem, like putting it on Manta, but more so like, you know, we want to make sure that the growth can be aligned. Then like those are the projects we want to talk to.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Has Manta started to really sort of take a hold of the whole AI scene at all?
Yes. So, you know, we're not building AI specific products, but AI is being used in our products. So Super Fortune, right, the one on BNB chain, it leverages our own trained models to actually provide sort of insights to users on a daily basis, and that's what they keep coming back for.
And so, as we talked about Junk.Fun, what is Super Fortune?
Yeah, so Super Fortune is a metaphysics app, and so it's specifically targeted to Eastern audiences, and more specifically like China, Korea, Vietnam, Indonesia, Japan. These are probably our biggest markets. And so within these regions, right outside of this bubble, everyone knows about astrology, which is like this huge multi-billion-dollar market that like I personally never really thought much about, but then when I talked to my team, I realized how big of an actual market this is.
Yeah.
But within that bubble is another multi-billion-dollar market, and within that it's called Bazi. And it's like this Eastern version of astrology.
Okay.
And so...
Is this like the water rat, the fire bowl, that type of stuff? Or numbers in like the I Ching?
It is water, fire, air, like
Earth?
different elements. Yeah. And so we basically trained a DeepSeek model specifically for these types of readings on various different activities related to finance, related to trading, related to crypto, and we brought that to market. And so that's what our users are using it for on a daily basis for their own trading activities and everything.
All right, and is there like a token involved with that where people stake to be able to access the inference? Or
Yeah. So there is a token involved in that because there is cost as well, right? And so the token is the easiest way to pass the revenue. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
all right. And what else is coming up for Manta?
I think next year we have one more product coming in the pipeline. It's a DeFi protocol. And
on Manta, or is it going to be within the Manta application?
It's going to be multi-chain.
Okay.
Because this is the first of its kind sort of DeFi protocol, never really done before, and it takes advantage of this thing in finance called Gamma.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
so on the Gamma Delta neutral trading strategies?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is something that's fully on-chain, takes advantage of Gamma, so it's delta neutral, like you said.
Like GMX and everything like that as well.
The yield from this is actually what we've seen is extremely high. I don't want to get into any specific numbers right now because it's still in testing.
That means 3 digits.
Not financial advice, but
it is.
So we've been testing it, and the results are extremely promising. We've tested it with ETH on base, so ETH yield, as well as BNB on BNB chain, and so it's multi-asset, and we're going to be releasing that probably around Q1 of next year.
Amazing. And for those that want to learn more about Manta, if I remember right, it's Manta.Network?
Exactly.
And what is the X handle?
Manta Network.
Manta Network.
Yeah.
And if people want to learn more about your near-death experience journey, where can they find you on X?
Super Anonymous K.
There you go. Any last things you want to... Oh, I have a personal question.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer it. Boy or girl?
Oh, boy.
Amazing. All right.
Thank you, Taco.
Thank you, Kenny. We'll see you next time. And come check out Manta. The team has been around for a long time. I've known them and love everything they do. And always, thank you so much
for the support, Taco.
We'll see you.
Cheers.